The cassette wasn't labeled, just a cracked case, scuffed with asphalt, lying half buried beside a soda can in a dim garage downtown. I found it by accident. I was just trying to find my damn car. It was almost 2 a.m., the kind of hour where cities feel dead, but not quiet. The wind in alleys still hums, neon signs still click, and there's always one person walking behind you. There wasn't anything special about the tape. No blood, no scratches spelling don't, just a piece of plastic. But it was warm. When I picked it up, I swear for half a second, I heard it whisper, and then silence. I should have left it there, but I didn't. I didn't even own a cassette player. Had to borrow one from the front desk guy in my building, the type that hoards broken tech like trophies. He handed it to me like it was a joke, said, "Just don't blame me if it talks back." I laughed. He didn't. That night, I sat in the middle of my studio apartment, windows shut, lights off, the player resting on the floor like some ancient relic. I pressed play, click, then static. Software, clean, no glitches, then a voice, a woman's, shaky, calm, tired, all at once. Tape 1, side A, my name is Mara. If you're hearing this, maybe it's found you too. My chest tightened. Maybe it was acting, a podcast, some art student thing. But then she said, "I've lived in this city my whole life, but the sounds are getting wrong, not louder, just closer, and I think they know my name now." I paused it, because in the background, beneath her voice, under the hum, I heard footsteps, fast, on pavement, exactly like the ones I'd heard last night, in the garage, when I thought someone was behind me. I rewound, played again. They were there. I didn't sleep that night, not because of the tape, but because at 3:41 a.m., I heard the exact same footsteps again, right outside my door, soft, hurried, then gone. The city was louder than usual the next day, or maybe I just started noticing it. How the crosswalk chirps didn't sync up anymore. How the subway brakes made a high whine that curved up, not down. How car horns repeated like echoes trying to sync with themselves. That night, I played more of the tape. I tried moving once, left my apartment for 2 days. Slept in a friend's guest room across town. Didn't help. The noises followed, but only the ones I heard first. The hallway creaks, the clicking wires in the wall, the man coughing outside my window. It's like, once you hear them, they stay with you. Click. A hard cut in the recording, then breathing, but not hers. It was faster, deeper, right next to the microphone. I turned the volume down, didn't help, because the sound wasn't coming from the player anymore. It was coming from the ceiling, from the old vent above my bed. I stopped listening to music. I stopped watching anything with sound. But the city doesn't care what you mute. That weekend, I walked 15 blocks with no destination, just walking, hoping to escape that feeling like something was trailing me half a step behind. At a crosswalk, a woman's voice said, "Nate, walk." I froze. There were 5 people behind me. No one had spoken. I didn't tell anyone about the tape, but it knew me now. Every time I pressed play, it started sooner. Less static, no intro, straight into her voice. It knows I'm recording. I think it likes it. Then the sounds behind her grew sharper, metal dragging, a hum, almost like a synth, but broken. She said, "Today it said my name, through the steam vent." I laughed, but I don't remember deciding to laugh. It just happened. There was a long pause. Then it said I'd taste like 4 a.m. I turned the player off, and from the hallway, clear as day, someone whispered my name. I didn't even own a cassette player. Had to borrow one from the front desk guy in my building, the type that hoards broken tech like trophies. He handed it to me like it was a joke, said, "Just don't blame me if it talks back." I laughed. He didn't. That night, I sat in the middle of my studio apartment, windows shut, lights off, the player resting on the floor like some ancient relic. I pressed play, click, then static, software, clean, no glitches, then a voice, a woman's, shaky, calm, tired, all at once. Tape 1, Side A. My name is Mara. If you're hearing this, maybe it's found you too. My chest tightened. Maybe it was acting, a podcast, some art student thing. But then she said, "I've lived in this city my whole life, but the sounds are getting wrong. Not louder, just closer. And I think they know my name now." I left the cassette player running by accident. Forgot it was plugged in, still on. When I came home from work, it was recording. I didn't even know it could do that. I rewound the tape just a few minutes back. First, nothing. Then, me, typing, breathing, walking across the floor. The faint ding of my microwave, but I hadn't been in the room. Then something else. A voice whispered directly into the mic. "Turn around." I dropped the tape, turned around. Of course, nothing. I unplugged everything, closed every window, put the cassette player in the closet. That night, I slept with white noise on. But around 4:12 a.m., the sound stopped. Not skipped, not paused, stopped. And from the closet, the cassette clicked itself back on. The label never mentioned a side B. But when I flipped the tape, it started without hesitation. No hiss, no pause, no Mara. Just me. He's listening again. He thinks he's alone, but the mic is open. It always has been. It was my voice. But not any recording I'd made, not a voicemail, not a stream, not even a memory. Just me, sounding like I was narrating my own life. And then, he's looking at the door. He doesn't realize it's already open. I looked. The door was closed. I got up, checked every lock, but in the background of the tape, I heard footsteps, getting closer, and a second me, breathing. Then Mara returned. If you're hearing this, then it's taken your voice too. The rest of the tape? It sounded like a conversation between us, but I never said anything. And I don't know if she ever lived at all. I left the city the next morning. Didn't even pack, just left. No one asked why. No one noticed. I threw the cassette in the river on the way out. Watched it spin once, twice, then vanish into the dark. And for a while, I thought that was the end. Until last week. A package arrived. No name, no return address. Inside, a cassette. Different case. Same weight. And a note. Side C. I don't have a player anymore, but sometimes at night, I still hear the click. Still feel the static in my teeth. And sometimes, just sometimes, I wake up speaking words I've never heard before, like they were recorded in me, like I'm just the next tape. If this tape found you, it means I'm gone. And now, it's listening to you.